Hi, this is Raina. Thank you for joining me on my crochet channel. And so here's my back to nature crochet projects. The spring is almost here, and inspired by this, I had an idea to crochet a fern leaf. And so this is quite an easy crochet project. The pattern is repetitive, and yeah, have fun. And I'm using Aunt Lydia's crochet thread. For this smaller one, I used thread size 10 and crochet hook size 1.75 millimeters. And in this tutorial, I'm going to use a bigger thread. This one is also Aunt Lydia's size 3, and crochet hook is size 2.25 millimeters. And let's get started with the leaf. And we start with slip knot. And for the stem, we need to chain 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now we're going to make this first pinna, which is this whole part, the leaflet, and it starts with this first small part that is called pinna. And for that, chain 6 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then slip stitch from the into the second chain from the hook, so into this one, and now slip stitch into 4 more, so we have total 5 slip stitches here. 2, 3, and 4. And now we're gonna do 2 more pinnules, the same. Chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. And also into the each next 4. So we have 5 slip stitches. And now I'm gonna make 1 more like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5 slip stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5. The next 2 pinnules, first chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and slip stitch 4, so they get smaller as we go. 2, 3, and 4. And next one, do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains and 4 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 2 pinnules are going to be again smaller, so chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3. And now we're gonna do the smallest pinnules, and these are 3 chains, 2 slip stitches, and we need 5 of them. 2 on one side, 1 on top, and 2 on the other side. So first 2 on this side, so 3 chains, 2 slip stitches, 1 more, 1, 2, 3, 2 slip stitches, and now I'm gonna do the top one. Let's just continue the same way, so 3 chains and 2 slip stitches, and for the other side still continue the same way, just 3 chains, 2 slip stitches. Now I have 4 of these small ones, 2, that's the top one, 1 for the other side, and for the last small one on the other side I first need to slip stitch into this space here next to my first smallest one on that side. So you'll see it's right here. I'll do the slip stitch and then I can do that last small one with 3 chains and 2 slip stitches. And now when I work on that other side of the pinna, I always have to slip stitch into this space next to that same pinnacle first. So the next one is going to be 4 chains, 3 slip stitches, and first I slip stitch in space here and then do the pinnacle. So now 4 chains, 3 slip stitches, and again find a space here next to the same size pinnacle here and slip stitch, and now to the same pinnacle 4 chains, 3 slip stitches, again slip stitch now into the space next to the next pinnacle. Now next 2 are 5 chains and 4 slip stitches, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, again find the next space to slip stitch and then start next 1 more 5 chains, 4 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 slip stitch, and now we have 3 of these longer ones where we chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch next to the other one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slip stitch next to that last one. Make the last pinnacle, chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5 slip stitches. And to end this pinna, I will now slip stitch into this beginning space here, right underneath. There's a space right underneath that first pinna. Slip stitch. And now between first and second pinna, chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now repeat this first pinna same way for the second and third. Chain 7 again between second and third, and after third chain 6. So let's meet when the third pinna is made. And I finished my first 3 pinnas, and now the 4th and the 5th ones are going to be a little smaller, and they both have the same stitch count. So after the 3rd pinna I will chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the smaller pinna we'll start with 5 chains, 4, 5, and then 4 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again 5 chains, 4, 5, 4 slip stitches. 2, 3, 4, and one more, 5 chains, 4 slip stitches. And next chain 4, 3, 4, and 3 slip stitches. So we need 2 of these. Make one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 slip stitches. And now we're gonna do the smallest pinnos, just like here, the 5 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 2 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 2 slip stitches. Now the top one, 2, 3. The first on the other side. And before I do the last one, I will first slip stitch into the space next to the first one on this side. And now chain 3 and slip stitch 2. Then again slip stitch into the space next to the next pinna, and then do the 4 chains, 3, 4, 3 slip stitches. Again slip stitch into the space next to the next one here, and 4 chains. Slip stitch into the space next space here, and then do 5 chains, 3, 4, 5, 4 slip stitches, slip stitch next into the space next to the next pinnacle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 slip stitches, and slip stitch into this last space here, and one more time, 5 chains and 4 slip stitches, and to finish this pinna I will now insert hook into this space right here where the first pinnacle started, make a slip stitch in there, and now between the 4th and the 5th pinna we will again chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then start the 5th pinna, and 5th one is exactly the same as the 4th that we just made. So again, to first 5 chains and then 4 slip stitches and so on. And I finished the 5th pinna, and now the 6th one is going to be the last on this side. It's the smallest one, and first we chain 5 for the stem, and then we do the pinnules. So first chain 4 and slip stitch 3, two more of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 slip stitches, one more, 1, 2, 3, 4, one, 2, 3, and now the 5 smallest ones, 1, 2, 3, and 2 slip stitches, and 2, one more, 1, 2, 3, now the top one, 1, 2, 3, the other side, 2, 3, slip stitches sometimes are hard, and before the last one, first slip stitch into the space of next to that first one right here, and so one more now, 1, 2, 3, 2 slip stitches, slip stitch into the space next to the next pinnacle, and now the 4 chains and 3 slip stitches, 2, 3, slip stitch into the space next to the next pinnacle, 1, 2, 3, 4, and last. Slip stitch first into the space, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And finish this pinna, inserting hook into the beginning space right here, and make a slip stitch. And now we chain 4, 2, 3, 4. And next we're gonna do the top pinna. And I did the top pinna exactly the same as those first beginning ones, the bigger ones. So it has the 3 pinnules with 6 chains, 2 pinnules with 5 chains, 2 with 4 chains, and then these small ones with 3 chains. So make this pinna just like the very first one, and then we'll continue. And I finished my top pinna, and now we're going to just repeat all of this on the other side. And into these stem chains, we're just gonna do slip stitches, and let's make single slip stitches into these 4, 2, 3, and 4. And from right here, I'm going to start my smallest pinna, exactly the same as on this side. So this one had 3 pinnules with 4 chains, and then the 5 smallest ones. And let's meet back once we have done that. And I finished the first smallest pinna on this side, and to finish it, I will now find the space here where my pinna on the other side connects here to the stems, so they are nice and tight connected to the stem. And then I will slip stitch into each stem chain here. So 1, and this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. And from right here, start the next pinna. And then, so this is the same one as here on this side. So follow the stitch count on that. And the next one from that repeats this one. We made 2 of these. Then again, slip stitch into each stem chain. Once you're done with the pinna, just a slip stitch to attach it here, slip stitch somewhere here in this space, and then slip stitch into each chain, and then make 1 more of this, and then last 3 are the biggest ones, so repeat the stitch count on those that we started with, and then let's finish it up together. And now all my pinnas are finished, and just wanted to show you last time how I attached the pinna to the stem. So when I'm done with the last pinule, I will insert my hook into this middle space here, connecting it to the stem and the other pinna on the other side. And now we can just finish the stem. I'm going to slip stitch into the each chain of the stem here. 10 and 11. And we're done. We can fasten off, cut off the yarn, the thread. And I am now definitely going to block this. It does look good, kind of this these curly leaves as well. So you're welcome to leave it as is. But I will block it to give it a firmer shape. I will share some photos how I block it next, so stay tuned. I hope you like this tutorial, and happy crocheting!